set up on a blind date about 15 years ago by the clinic. They recruited me from Freeport and then said they were talking to some other guy down in Southern Illinois who I'd never heard of, and he'd never heard of me. And so I started here in August of 2003, and they said this guy was coming, and I never really did think it would happen. But at the American College meeting in Chicago that year, we got together for dinner, and that's the first time I ever met him, and he ever met me. And he seemed to be okay at the time.
I had a pulse.
Yeah, but he didn't come till February full time, 2004. So, and I had planned a vacation in January, so he came up and did a locum, which was really nice of him. And it's worked out pretty well, I think. I had a good partner 1 year when I was in the service, and I was in solo practice in Freeport for 20-some years, and coming here is the best decision I ever made in my life. Because of you. And now you're leaving me! So they say when you retire, you know, yeah, I'll give you a gold watch. But
that's yours.
You don't even know what time it is when you're retired. And so I thought about this sort of stuff, and you know, you're not going to have these fine women to tell you what to do and pass you instruments and sutures and all that stuff. And when I was a kid, my Uncle Ed, who had been a copper miner in Butte, after getting a college degree in mining engineering, they sent him into the mines to mine copper. And he told my dad that Butte was a little bit too rough for my dad to hang out in without having his brother around, because it was a tough town. And Uncle Ed pulled me aside and he says, a gentleman always carries a knife. Well, they're not going to be there to pass you that knife anymore. So I went to Germany and got you a knife. Oh. So that you'll never be without one. You can open it up. Yeah.
Go to the sunlight, Mark.
Don't cut yourself. Well, that's just a sheet. Yeah.
Well, hold that for me for a minute.
Yeah, Alan watched him in the OR. Isn't that a little dangerous?
Yeah, I know.
Well, I wish I had this sooner, Tom, because I bought a little cheap knife for my hike, but this is nice stuff. Well, thank you so much. How do you lock it?
It is dangerous. Yeah, you press that down in the back. Now you don't have Brenda and Katie to pass you the knife anymore. You'll have your own. Because I always carry my own.
Well, thank you, and it might surprise you, but I'd like to chat for a moment.
Go to the sunniest spot.
And where's Katie? I promise no stories. Elizabeth, I promise no stories. When I retired, I tried to get around to some of the nursing units and some of the other departments and thank them, because you know the hospital requires a lot, but I wanted a special time for our clinic team and our OR team because of what this all becomes about. And when I came here, I was sort of stunned that I even made the move, because I thought I'd die in Belleville. When I came to the OR, one of the first things I noticed is that we had Lexi, Doozer, Ziggy, Fifi, Chicky 1, Chicky 2. I said, well, this is a group that really, you know, they click. They really click. And it's meant a ton to me to be with all of you. I mean, it's been fabulous. I can't imagine a better group. I can't think of a nicer group of people. And you know, we formed this bond that's unbroken, and when it's, you know, we forge it a little bit on Tuesday morning, but at midnight on a Wednesday or on a weekend when there's trouble, and everybody comes in and we'd rather be home sleeping and we're tired and we're cranky and da 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 da, but we do our work for those patients. And I think about all those times, all those moments, and I would just sort of take a minute to glance around and see 6, 7, 8 people scrambling around an OR for one person's leg or one person's life. And it's really, it's an awesome thing that you all do. And then when those cases end, you know, Kathy Westcott's here, I think somewhere. I remember those lonesome 2 in the mornings when things are not going so great and we're trying to get labs and all that stuff. And everybody's just busting their hump trying to work, and it's, you know, it's nurses and anesthesia and all that. And it's just it's an extremely special thing.